7:05 when I went to first. My sister took me to school day. She could bring a family member. That was the Matthews. We were still integrated then. And then the following year, I was supposed to went there, and I didn't get to go. So that's why
When I was about 3 years old, I was 2 or 3. I remember we lived in Villarica, and I remember standing in the doorway looking for my uncle. Because my uncle, he was a superstar. He was in the Army, and he could do one-arm pull-ups, and one-arm chins, and one-arm push-ups.
Wow.
So, I guess that's my earliest memory.
I remember everything.
Choose
Yeah.
one. Choose one.
Give me a question. One,
Just the earliest memory.
the earliest. Well, the one that I really treasure in my heart is in Puerto Rico. I was born in Puerto Rico. You know where Puerto Rico is?
Yes.
In the Caribbean island. And Caribbean, like now they want to call it, but we always call it Caribbean. But they, Americans are.
They change the way you say stuff. Yeah.
So anyway, yes, I had great times over there in Puerto Rico with my friends and my family and my sisters and my sisters later because they were all in New York. But my two brothers and I, we were in Puerto Rico. And we used to, being that I was the only girl because everybody was gone, my two brothers had to carry with me and they used to hate it. And every time my mother says, you could go play baseball, but you got to take your sister. And they used to go, oh, but why? Why? We want to just go play. I said, no, you got to take your sister. Because your sister been inside all day. And she has to get out. Okay, so that was then I got older. Then I had my own friends. Then I didn't meet my brothers. And it was fun. We used to go to this beautiful creek, but it was a huge one. And we used to go there and swim. Because it wasn't so deep. It was shallow and so on. And we used to go swimming. And then we used to just come home happy. And then my mother made us take another shower. And we used to say, but why? We just came from the water. And my mother said, that's dirty water. You gotta, how mothers are. But it was fun. It was fun. We used to have a great time.
it's good. I guess in my relationship with my dad. I mean, that's where I learned, my morals from my dad. And then my mom. My mom taught me family values, so that's why I said I had a good relationship with them.
Well, seeing this out, there was 5 of us kids, and all 5 of us still get together on almost every holiday. And we all got there the same, and we stayed together all the time. So, and Daddy never really gave us any whippings or anything, but he just had this command that he could look at you and you knew that you needed to straighten up. So, your mama, of course, you know how your mamas are. They beat you to death. and you go back the next day with the same thing.
With my parents, unfortunately, I couldn't say my parents. My relationship was with my mother. She raised me. Because by the time I was born, my mother had already divorced my father. So my mother was pregnant, and here I come. But that didn't stop her from divorcing my father. And my mother was the greatest, right there. My mother, oh my God. My mother will take, like I was telling Brian a couple of hours ago, my mother will give herself to the neighbors. If they need, she makes sure that they have food. Make sure, I'm talking about when my mother went all out for them. And vice versa, because they used to do the same thing with my mother. And being that my mother had us and all my brothers were gone because we were in New York City, they used to watch over us. Yeah, they used to like, are you okay, Lala? They used to call her Doña Lala. Doña is like Mrs. In the United States. We used to have to address everybody Doña as respect. So they used to say, Doña Lala, you need anything? Do you have enough food? And my mother used to say, no, everything is fine. Yeah, she was like that, very giving. And her grandmother, my sister, was the same way. That's what I was telling Ryan about how much I love Daisha, because she reminds me of my sister. She's very giving, and I love her. And people take her for a fool, but she's not. It's just that, she has a big heart. She has a big heart, but she has to learn to say no sometimes. Not yes, yes, yes. Like my sister. I used to fight her grandmother. Yeah.
In my 20s, I worked at A&A Trust Company. I built trusses, and I worked for them for probably 12 and a half years.
In my from the 20s up through my 30s, I was an insurance adjuster and insurance examiner for an insurance company.
Okay, you gotta cut that. In my 20s. I'm gonna tell you the good part. Well, what did I do in my 20s? Good. Okay, I gotta say all the goodness. I worked at a bank all my life, since I was 17. And then I climbed the ladder for supervisor. And, but I started in the mailroom at way then in New York City. They used to, it was a Manufacturers Hanover Trust Bank. And I started there 17 years old, finished coming out of high school. And I didn't know what to do because I had never worked. My mother used to support me and my brothers. So, but then I learned, you learn. As an adult, you start, no, I'm an adult, I'm not a kid, I got to do right. So I did everything. I watched and learned. Well, and then I climbed my ladder because I knew everybody's job. Because that's what I used to do. I used to go by people's desk and watch because they were getting more money than me. So I said, I'm going to be in that desk soon. And I did. And I went just up the ladder. And I used to love dancing. That was my passion, dancing. Because of dancing, my toes are crazy. Like, no, like dancers' toes, I have them. Okay, the bone was coming out. Dancing. Yeah. I used to dance Thursdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Dancing, all kinds of music. But if you put me in salsa, that's the Spanish salsa, I could stay there all night. Yeah, it was fun.
That's when I first met her, when we went to school together. So that's how I met her.
In 1960, probably 61, they lived in Atlanta on Estes Drive, and then they moved up here the summer of 61. And so I met her it was late in the summer or maybe even the fall.
I met boyfriends. Do you have to put that down? I'm sure that's for a kid. Okay. No, I never wanted to get married. I wanted to live my life free and happy, go any place I wanted, any place I choose, but I have boyfriends. When the boyfriends used to get too attached to me, I used to find a way and kick them to the curb. Because they wanted to get married and I didn't. They wanted kids and I didn't. I just wanted to be by myself. I guess because I was the youngest, I was very selfish. So, yeah, everything was for me, me, me. So I didn't want to get married or have kids. Because they wanted kids, so I used to, say, I'm sorry, not me.
I have a saying, used to's. I used to do this, I used to do that. Well, yeah, when you get older, your used to's come a lot faster, a lot more.
That's kind of hard to say. Just really, I still have the same morals that I had when I was younger. I just got, just older. That's all.
In myself, oh, now from way then to now, oh, now, no, now the sky could fall and I just stay quiet and humble. But before, everything, young, everything bothers you in a sense. Your family bothers you. Your co-workers bother you. The subway train, taking the subway, people around you sweaty and stinky bothers you. But now, I'm humble and I don't know, more submissive. I don't argue like when you're young. No, I don't argue. I don't give nobody a chance to argue because I realize now life is too short. And why should I argue with people and then they stay in my heart because I argue with them? So I just ignore them and walk away. That's what I do.
Make sure they be intelligent.
Always do your best. Because I figure if you always do your best, then everything else takes care of itself.
Wow. Oh, Lord. I want them, each one of my family, regardless where they are, because we are a very united family, tight, very tight. We kiss when they leave, and they could come 10 seconds, and we kiss again and hug again. A lot of families don't do that, because I know my good friend, they don't even address each other in a sense of a hug, and that's sad. And I tell her, but it's too late for her. But no, I try to teach my family, we all did, to kiss, hug, and let each other know how much you love each other. Because when one leaves, it breaks your heart. So at least what you got left, that you were kind, that you hug, that you kiss. A kiss and a hug means a lot. And that's a good thing about our family. My sisters passed away, including her grandmother, and that's the good thing that I have about them. That we kiss, we hug, we argue about stupid things. No, that's my skirt. No, that's my lipstick. But we kiss, I love. We never fist fight, never. But it was fun, family. That's all.
Yes.
Totally. Oh, yes, I'm very spiritual. I don't know about religion because it has been years that I don't visit a church. But not because I don't want to. I do want to, but because none of my family have time, so I don't go. But no, I'm very spiritual because I grew up in church. I grew up in church all the way to 27. And that's when I stopped going to church. Not for anything, they didn't do nothing to me. But I find that I used to party more than church. You understand? So I didn't go to church, but I used to pray every night, every morning, every moment in my job that I used to think about my family. Oh, I prayed very hard, being that my family started leaving early, young. So I used to pray for my family constantly and say, God, please protect my family wherever they are. Guide them, put your hand over them, and walk with them. I used to say a lot of things. And it worked. Because, thank you, Lord. They're all here. Yeah.
I probably would have raised the kids different. I probably would have just had a better relationship to me and my wife. I probably would have done different things with that. But as far as changing anything, I don't think I'd have changed nothing. I just would have went a different route, a couple of different routes.
I really don't know of anything that I would go back and change. I am perfectly content with the outcome of my life.
Would you get that Cook's land instead?
That what?
The Cook's plot with the lake?
Well, I tried to do that anyway, but they sold it before I was really aware that it was for sale, or it would have been mine.
If I was about to, and I do hope, because I believe in reincarnation. I believe not reincarnation and go to the sky. I believe that I'm going to be reincarnated. Being in one of her cousins, one of her, even her own kid, if someday, or her grandkid. I know I'm going to be reincarnated. I feel it inside me. I'm that spiritual that I believe it. And what would I do different? Do you know that every night I pray that I come back in the same family, the same mother, the same brothers and sisters, the same nephews and nieces? But this time, I would not have stayed so long in New York City. I would have traveled to other states and live. Move on again, travel, states and live. I don't know, I would have gone to many states because I was too long in New York City. It made me money, but I don't know, I find that I was too long. That I overworked, welcomed the state. I should have moved on. Yeah, like one of my sisters, Marta, she was a traveler. She went from one place to another place to another place. That's one of my sisters. And we used to call her, you just like a gypsy. But no, I should have done that. But with them, not me alone, with them. Like now, I said, Dad, man, when I see my family together, I said, Dad, if only they were here. But they're not. But I mean, they are in my heart. But, enjoy what we're enjoying. But it's okay. Because everybody has a path. And they walk theirs. Now is my time to walk mine. And they got to be, one got to be 63, and the other one got to be 62. The only one that passed away very young, and we were shocked, was her grandmother. She must have been in the 40s, 50, around there, yeah. That was young to me, yeah. But besides that, we all had a great time, and we have fun. And I want my nephews and nieces, all I wanted for them, good jobs. And don't depend, if it's a woman, never depend on a man, never. Be your own self. If you have your husband, and you have to help each other, but never depend on a man to support you. Be your own self, and have your own. That in the future you say, I did it on my own. Nobody helped me. I did it on my own. And for my nephews, I used to tell them, learn how to cook, learn how to wash dishes, clothes. So when the woman gets upset and she don't want to do it, you tell her, bye-bye, it's okay. I will do it myself. I cook for me, but not for you. And then, but I wanted them to learn, not to depend on a man or a man depending on a woman. Because that's how it was in my household. My mother taught my brother to support each other and cook. My mother had to work, and they had to come home and start up the food. And my mother, all she has to do, sit down and then clean up after them. I say after them because I never did it. I was a baby, so I was more, they took care of me, my family. That's why I guess I take care of I love my family so much. And I try to help them because my elders took care of me. I didn't cook. You know when I learned to cook? When I was 50. You laugh, right? I bet you didn't know how to cook already. You do?
A little bit.
I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to wash dishes. I didn't have to wash clothes. That's why, I was kind of like a prima donna. And sometimes I think I am. Because I delegate. And then I say, oh my God. One of these days my family's going to say, why don't you do it yourself? But no, they help me. They're nice. Oh yes, entonces I think I'm a prima donna. And that's the, I love my family. I live for my family. Because my family lived for me. They treated me like a princess. So I try to do the same for my family. So you see, that's what I give of love and to be supportive of each other. And don't depend on no man, don't depend on no woman. And they'll be okay. Good jobs, find good jobs. So there. I tell you everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
So
yes.
the questions I have.
Oh
That's it.
my.
That was hard, eh?
It was a little bit hard because I gotta control myself not to cry. Because wow, you took me when my sisters and the whole family was packed with people. And that, wow, that's a long, time. So, but yeah, so that's why I like my house full of families. And that's why. And I thank you though. Nobody